Hi, my name is Alwa. I'm one of the uppers. Today I've prepared for you a topic, my home is Kazakhstan. And I would like to begin with remarks by saying Socrates' expression, an unknown life is unworthy itself, and begin to talk about the subject of my presentation. Kazakhstan is my home. My home is Kazakhstan. As you know, Kazakhstan is the 9th largest country in the world. And the history and culture of Kazakhstan is as long and various as its area. You can see a lot of fascinating things and gorgeous places in Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is a country with high blue mountains, beautiful view of steppe, mysterious deserts, waterfalls, emerald lakes, and unique flora and fauna. In Kazakhstan you are immediately struck by absolutely hospitable people. In Kazakhstan live about 131 nations, so Kazakhstan is a cosmopolitan country. We have a lot of ecologically pure and great places in Kazakhstan. There are luxury recreations, health farms, Salakol, Burabay, Altnimel, Saragash, and Kapchagay. And ski resorts as Tabagan, Meadow, and Chimbulak. There are a lot of recreation centers, leisure parks, spa salons, shops, restaurants, and more active people do alpinism and go to mountain climbing. And the famous Dutch tulip as grape comes from here, Kazakhstan. And Aksu-Jabaglı is the first reserve in Central Asia and in Kazakhstan. The next wonderful place is Kokshetau. 60% of Kokshetau region is forested. There are a lot of fishes, valuable fishes as repos and whitefish in the lakes. And the woods are rich with the berries and mushrooms. Baravoya is a territory of health farms and recreations and sports centers. There are a lot of things to do, and thousands of people came to Baravoya to get treatment and just to relax. The Baravoya famous for its curative mood, mineral water, and kumaz. It's a Kazakh drink. They treat with kumaz. And also, there are a lot of mysterious sculptures, rocks, stones, and natural monuments. And all these things, perfect place to while away your time, and a paradise place to unwind. In our country live about 70 million people. Kazakhstan has 86 cities. And among them, cities that never sleeps and cities that never sleeps, where you can where you can shop till you drop, as Almaty. Almaty is a vibrant city with incredible nightlife, and Almaty is our first and only millionaire city. I hope so you understand what it means, millionaire city. And also we have cities with cities such as Turkestan. There you can soak up the history, and I want to tell about interesting facts about Kazakhstan. And the first, the longest boundary on land is between Kazakhstan and Russia. Kazakhstan is homeland of apples and tulips. In Kazakhstan were firstly domesticated horses, and the first artificial Earth satellite and first person headed off to space from Baikonur. And the Russian word "деньги", it means money, comes from Turkic word "tenge", the name of the modern currency of Kazakhstan. And Tower of Almaty on Koktebe, counting from sea level, is the highest in the world. And the chimney of the electricity power station in Ekbatys city is highest in the world, even higher than Eiffel Tower in Paris. And Kurgaljan is the most northern in the world, a nested colony of pink flamingos and unique in CIS countries. Kazakhstan is a thriving country, and there is so much to see and do. Meadow is the world's largest mountain range of winter sport, and Charn Canyon is a natural monument. Its age 30 million years, according to some facts 12 million years. And there are The most attractive place for tourist places is a valley of castle, Gulch Stone, and Stone Bag. And now I want to ask some questions. First question: how many people live in Kazakhstan?
17.
Yeah. Dinara, it's for you, present. Well, and second question: have you any idea with what famous for Buravoye? I mean, so it's drink, Kazakh drink. Yeah. So for you. And the third question: do you happen to know how many nations live in Kazakhstan?
131.
I bet it's for you. And the last question: do you know the first nature reserve in Central Asia and in Kazakhstan? Do you know the first nature reserve in Central Asia and in Kazakhstan? In the south, Kazakhstan, natural geography. No. Oh, thank you. It's for you. Thank you for your attention. If you have questions, you are welcome. No? Thank you.
Hello, my name is Zinara and I'm one of the uppers. I'd like to introduce to you my topic about our capital. And let's begin. Astana is the capital and the second largest city of Kazakhstan, with an officially estimated population of 709,000 people as of 1st August of 2010. It is located in the central north portion of Kazakhstan within Akmola province, so separately administrated to the province as a federal city area. The word Astana in Kazakh literally means capital. After Kazakhstan gained its independence in 1991, the city and the region were named Akmola, literally meaning the White Shrine. In 1995, the city was designed as the future capital of the newly independent country, and the capital was officially moved from Almaty on December 10, 1997, and the capital and the new name Astana was bestowed in 1998. Astana is located in central Kazakhstan on the Ishim River in a very flat, semi-arid steppe region which covers most of country's territory. Climate of the city is very sharp and continental, The city coasts on the steppe plain. The area of the city is 71,000 hectares. And now I'd like to talk about Astana's architecture. Astana has beautiful buildings and amazing towers. One of them is Bayterek. Bayterek is a giant transparent tent in Astana, and it is the legend behind this tower is that it represents a poplar tree where the magic bird Samuruk laid its egg. In the sphere on the top of the Bayterek there is an imprint of our President Nursultan Nazarbayev's hand. Bayterek is the symbol of our independent country. In the front of the Bayterek there is a tower. There is a Agorda President Palace. There is Agorda, literally meaning the White Horde, is the President Palace, is the official workplace of our President Nursultan Nazarbayev, and Agorda includes a yard-like hall designed by marble and marble hall for summits and visits for foreign country representatives, and a golden hall for negotiations and private discussions between the head of the state and other countries' leaders. The height of the building is 80 meters and the total area is 36 1,720 square meters. The designer of Agorda is the most of one of the most famous architecture in Kazakhstan. Qojangali. And today, and I'd like to talk about our one of the most popular makui in Kazakhstan. It is Royal Makui Khan Shatir, literally meaning Khan Shatir. Khan Shatir is the giant transparent tent in Astana, and it is tent in Astana. The project was unveiled by the President of Kazakhstan on December 9, 2006. The 150-meter high and 200 meter elliptical base covering 40,000 square meters. Underneath the tent there is an shopping center, mini golf and indoor beach resort. The architecture of this project is Vector Foiltech. Designer is Norman Foster. And at the end, I'd like to talk about national resource buildings. It is one of the famous national resource companies, Kazmunaygaz. Kazmunaygaz is it was founded in 2002 by merging Kazakh oil and gas transportation. Thank you. Goodbye for your attention. Thank you for your attention. And if you have questions, you are welcome.
Could you say again who was architect of Khan Shatir?
Khan Shatir, it is Vector Foiltech, but engineer is Vector. It is Norman Foster, but engineer is Vector Foiltech.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Maksat. I am advanced level student, and today my topic is tradition and customs in Kazakhstan. Let's start. Kazakhs have always been known as a very generous people. For example, when unexpected guests come to their house, they prepare food by only horse they own in honor of these visitors. And the same practice is followed with children. And my first tradition is Jarız Kazan. Jarız Kazan is celebration of behalf of long expected and desired baby. And children have always been highly prized by Kazakhs. And the second celebration of new life is Shildekhana. And Shildekhana includes participation of many young people. In ancient times, young people ride their horse, wear their best clothes, and others ride their bulls and sing song in road to this celebration. And elders come to give bata. It's kind of blessing. And young people have fun, eat, and sing song to the tune of dombra. It's national two-stringed instrument. Playing this instrument, guests are expected to improvise and compose songs during singing. The arrival of new birth of baby also involves another celebration called Besktoy. Beske Salu celebration for placing baby in the cradle for the first time, and only baby's mother is allowed to place her baby. If any woman will be allowed to place a friend's baby, she must present a new itkoylek to baby's mother. Itkoylek it's one of the first clothes of baby. Okay, it's picture Beske Salu. And after baby's cradle and crawling stage, the scene is set for another celebration, when baby begins to walk for the first time, and it is Tsaukesu. For this celebration, in ancient times, family prepared black and white thread, and this family asked the closest person to cut the string. and all invited guests wish to this family great success. And all above mentioned traditions celebrated for both son and daughter, but this celebration Sundet Toy, when boy is 4 or 5 years old, this celebration when boy is 4 or 5 years old, and in this celebration the children will be on the horse, and there will be kind of back, and everyone who came to this celebration must give him like present. And that's all. Thank you for your attention. If you have questions. Thank you.
Well, hello everybody, my name is Akbota and I'm an advanced level student, and today I'd like to tell you about Kazakh national music. But firstly, have you ever listened to it? Yes? And if you don't, I'll try to inspire you to do this. And I want to ask you to listen to me very carefully, because then I will ask you some questions and we will play some mini game. So, let's start. Music is a part of Kazakh people's life for a long time. There are a lot of travelers who were amazed that all nomads, even though it was a child, an adult or an elder, could play on a dombra or kobyz. So there are a lot of different legends about father of Kazakh national instrument music, and by one of them it was Korkut. You can see it on the presentation. He was the first who revived Kazakh music and invented kobyz. But someone says that kobyz came to us from Iranian countries and from ancient Iran. And you can see that it was called kamanche. These two instruments are similar, and you can compare them too. So there are another national instruments, and I made some special video for you, and I want to show you this. So you can see different national instruments. Asatayak, jet again, double pass, and other. So let's talk about another national instrument, and it is dombra. Now, 1 minute please. Dombra was the most famous instrument of Kazakh people, and there are a lot of famous people who played it. It was Kurmangaz, Sara, Dina Nurpiisova, Kazangap, and other. So nowadays we have a few people who can play it. And now I want to tell you about national music, and there are different types of national music. And for example, Itski is an instrumental piece. Then different wedding songs, Betashar, Jarjar, Tanasu, Koshtasu. Then different ritual and epic tales that called Jir, Khoza Korpesh, Bayansulu, Qizhebek, Yertargan, and other. So I bring with me some key, and I want you to listen to it. And if you know the name of this music, you can also call it. Do you know? Okay. And do you know? Please, who wants? Please. Do you know the music? No. Okay, who wants? Please, Dinara. Do you know? Yes, good job. And here is a present for you. This chocolate. And I prepared for you some mini game, and you will answer these questions. So, who wants to read the first? Who wants? Please, I bought.
Who was the father of Kazakh nation music by some of the
Yes, who was? Yes, it's true. Please take your chocolate. Then second question, please, Maksat.
What kind of traditional wedding song do you know? Betashar, Koshtasu, Tansu, Jarja.
Yes. And what's your name? Please tell me the third question.
What are the names of the most famous rappers?
Yes. Do you know? Don't want?
Yes. No, I don't.
Okay, please. Yes. Good job. So thank you for your listening. And here's 2 chocolates. If you want to take it, I put it here. Or gift. Okay.
Hello, my name is Gauhar. I'm one of the uppers, and I would like to introduce to you my inquiry journal. The topic of my inquiry journal is our greatest holiday in Nowruz, and let's begin. In ancient times, Kazakh people lived in the steppes in the yurts. At that time, they had no idea about the existence of compasses, calendars, and even more hours, and they kept the time by the moon or the sun. Springtime, Kazakh people determined by the sun. As soon as the warm sun rays penetrated yurt through the top opening. According to the old chronology, this day is usually coincides with the March 25th, the day of the spring equinox. That's why Kazakh people called the month of March Nowruz. It was believed that on this day, updated nature, the first spring thunder, the swelling buds on the trees, and the wild germination of greenery. If on this day boys were born, they were called by tradition Nowruz Bay or Nowruz Bek, and the girls Nowruz or Nowruz Gul. If in these days knowing, it was considered a good thing. Even a girl's beauty in Kazakh legends compared to the white snow Nowruz, because in the month of March is usually a soft fluffy snow with a special whiteness. In day of holiday Nowruz, in each family were laying the tablecloths with various viands, and they cooked traditional food called the Nowruz koje, which is prepared from 7 components. It is meat, salt, onion, fat, curd, cottage cheese, and wheat. On the eve of the holiday, people lit house in order to pay their debts and forgive to each other all the hurts. Asserted by old men, when the holiday Nowruz is in their house, all of the disease and the failure are circumventing them. On the day of Nowruz, all tried to be in a good spirit. The meeting concluded in each other's arms and expressed the best wishes to all miseries and the troubles from them. People tried to wear neat, clean, and preferably in something new. In the afternoon, people cut the bull and cook it, because the bull was considered one of the most powerful animals, and the meat of them gives people strength and endurance. The holiday Nowruz doesn't celebrate without games in which to participate in which girls could. The girl calls the boy to compete with the proviso that if he wins, he would have the right to her hand and a heart. But if she wins, the boy should fulfill her desires. The day ends with a view where writers in poetic form compete in the songs. Always wins the man who is better, glorified goodness. The competition stopped as the sun sets over the horizon. Then built a fire, and the people would go around the village singing and dancing. In Russia, Kazakh people celebrate the holiday Nowruz in those regions where they live compactly. In addition, in Moscow, regularly celebrate Nowruz Azerbaijanis, Kurds, Uyghurs, and others. Nowruz is an internal holiday of unity of man and nature. It's not created by people, and it's not political holiday. It's determined by the nature reflex and the relationship and the essence of Mother Nature and man as her child. It is quite possible that when the inhabitants of our common home planet Earth will understand the fundamental truth that all people are the first of all as the children of a single Mother Nature, and this holiday will be the universal. Thank you for your attention. If you have a question, you are welcome.
Which games are people playing now?
There are a lot of games. For example, Қыз қуу, Көкпар, Алты Бақан, and many others.
Level part is washed by the Caspian Sea, and the eastern part of our country is upland, and a significant part of the territory is covered with Kazakh hills, Jongarian Alatau, Tarbagatai, and Altai. And of course, about our climate, the climate zones of Kazakhstan are found aspect tropical and equatropical, and but the main feature of the climate is extreme continental and arid character. And as you know, we have a lot of health farms like Borovoi, Saragach, and others. Now I want to tell about Borovoi. Borovoi is a beautiful place. A lot of people came here to see the nature, or to stay, or to get a treatment, or just to relax. And You can came here and rent a cottage or stay in a hotel, but a lot of people, a lot of tourists came here too to see these beautiful places, and we now we have the Saragach. It's a beautiful place, but it's not so beautiful like a Borovoi. This place has his mineral water. Now I want to tell you about our plants, our animals. As you know, over 6,000 kinds of plants are grown in Kazakhstan and in open place. And you can see about 500 birds in Kazakhstan, and 178 kinds of animals, 49 kinds of reptiles, and a lot of kinds of fish. It's about 107 kinds of fish, and the largest rivers in Kazakhstan are Irtysh, Ishim, Ural, Sirdarya, Tobol, and then others. We don't only have these rivers, we have another rivers too. And now I want to tell you about that we have not only animals and mollusks, worms, spiders too. And that's all. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, I am ready. You are welcome.
I have a question. Buraboy or Burabai?
Burabai.
Your favorite mountain?
My favorite mountain is Altai, maybe. That's all. Thank you for your attention. Bye.
Hi guys, my name is Diaz and I'm an advanced level student. Welcome to my presentation. Topic of my presentation will be about education. But before, I know that almost everyone, before hearing word education, thinks that topic will be boring and not listen normal. So please listen carefully, and please shut up. And I will prove that is not so. Everyone knows that education is an important thing that all of us should get, and Kazakhstan process of it is almost same as in other countries. First step of education begins from kindergarten. Typically, children go to the kindergarten at age 3. And there are now in Kazakhstan there are almost 8,000 kindergartens, and each year this number increased by 1,000. Next step is primary school. Primary school in Kazakhstan starts at age 6 or 7 and runs from classes 1 to 5. Primary school typically runs from in 2 sessions, before lunch and after lunch. In our country, primary schools are state-owned, and they are provided free to all citizens of Kazakhstan. Also, parents pay only for extracurricular activities such as sports, music, and so on. Lower and higher secondary school. Generally, in other countries, these two institutions are separated, but in our countries, it's together. Students continue in secondary school from grade 5 to 11. Typically, student year grade 8 is 14 or 15 years old. So, the curriculum is general and covering subjects like literature, Kazakh language, Russian, math, biology, chemistry, and English, of course. Once after 9th grade, there are 3 tracks available. 3 tracks. Students are free to choose any track, and they are required to choose at least one. Graduate of any track is eligible to enter university. The first track is common secondary school, and which covers grade 10 to 11. Second is initial vocational education. Initial vocational education provided by training schools and lyceums. And the third is last, secondary vocational education provided by colleges and trade schools. After, as everyone knows, after 11 classes and before entering university, every student must to pass UNT, Unified National Test. UNT consists of 5 subjects. First is math, then history, Russian language, Kazakh language, and the 5th subject every student is free to choose. And universities. Most of universities following the Russian system focus entirely on teaching and do not engage in research. Students who are accepted to their curriculum set by the university itself. For example, economics majors will all study in the same course in the same order, separate from English majors who have different curriculum. There are 4 levels of tertiary education. First is bachelor degree, typically a 4-year degree. Then specialist degree, typically a 5-year degree and more intensive than bachelor's degree. After it, usually go master's degree, typically a 2-year degree, roughly corresponding to the Western masters. And the last is doctoral degree. It's a 5-year program. Bolashak program. Kazakhstan was the Central Asia, the first Central Asia country to launch a presidential scholarship program to study abroad. The program called Bolashak. Bolashak from Kazakh means future. Was created by a decree of President of Republic of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, of November 9th, 1993. Now, President says, I am deeply convinced that the Bolashak has become one of our most important breakthrough projects. Thanks for listening, and if you have questions, you are welcomed. What's up, guys?
Hello, my name is Kenges Nurdavlet. I'm from advanced level. So today I want to talk about economy of Kazakhstan. To begin with, maybe it's look like strange that I wore a national costume of Kazakh, and I am going to discuss about economy of Kazakhstan. But well, don't surprised. So it is Kazakhstan and it is Shymkent. So firstly, what is economy? If you search the internet and search the Wikipedia, you will find economy is consists of economical systems, labor, production, manufacturing, distribution, and also trade. So let's turn to economy of Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan, the industrial country, it is the largest the economy of Kazakhstan is the largest of Central Asia. So I don't have enough time to talk about all of the aspects of economy of our Kazakhstan. But I want to tell about trade of our Kazakhstan. As you know, industrial means manufacturing. So if we manufacture, we also sell these goods. And when we sell, it is a plus for us. We got money for that, and it's called export. And vice versa, we also buy goods that we need. So it is minus for us because we must pay for these goods, and it's called import. So let's talk about them. As you can see, more than 35% of our export is oil and gas production. Thanks to what? Well, it is the largest blue. It's oil and gas export. Yeah. Thanks to God, we have resources of oil, so we can sell them and have enough money to develop. So, and other 70% of our export consists of other mineral products, and so on. If you see this graph, okay, I will try to describe this graph. There are import and export of our Kazakhstan. So the red line, if you see, of course, is import, and the blue line is export. And when we start to be a state, we not have a lot of manufacturing plants and something like this. So we don't make goods. So we buy them from other countries. So that's why the import was so high in begin, and export was so low. But as you can see, in 2008, the export and the import was equal. So it means that we developed a lot, and thanks to Nazarbayev, of course, and thanks for our native people who works, of course. And I want to show also bonus of pictures of our Kazakhstan manufacturing. So as you can see, comment? Well, it is making irons. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's our Kazakhstan. It is not other country. What? Okay. Car, machine building, Kamaz, agriculture, making bread, cattle breeding, food processing, on air, media industry. Kazakhstan forever. Caspionet. Thank you for listening. That's all. If you want to ask me a question, you're welcome.
Yes, I'm going to record all these things, what you eat, what you drink, so that the foreigners who will watch our... It is baursak. This is baursak, very delicious, national Kazakh bread. So this is kumis. It is white, so because this is cow's milk. This is kumis, right? So Luke can be jealous of us. Boys, join. Drink kumis and sing songs. Oops. We sometimes drink juice, but we usually drink kumis because it contains some alcohol. So that's why Kazakh people are always happy and joyful. That's a joke, don't believe it. Но кто отдыхает, тот и, соответственно, получает в результате. Отдыхайте дальше.